He's a good key to your PR. You know that. Yeah, right there, buddy. Y'all ain't want to hear my damn life.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah, but number one is the next one. That's all that. Now you want goddamn be covered.
Two teams that met back in Super Bowl 37 in San Diego. The Bucs and Raiders are underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
Am I good at this game? I'm decent.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Brady going to throw. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going,
and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jayon Brown. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. Was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs, and he will get in to make it 8-0. Tell you what, they're not messing around. You get the quick touchdown, and then you go for 2 to go up 8-0 here on the road.
In a sense, they hit him with a big shot right away. You don't throw a jab after you throw the haymaker, right? Go ahead and go for 2. They did. They're in control.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Throwing again on second down. Brady flush to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Brady going to go on fourth down. Over the middle to Evans. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The deuce is wild here. Second down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. In motion goes the tight end. They'll run for it. This is White. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O'Keefe taking it in from a yard out. And the Buccaneers are back within a couple of the lead. Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 21. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first and 10, here's Carr. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On second and inches, Carr will swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 4 yards the pickup, first down. These two teams all tied after 1. Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 2nd and 2, Carr escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. He's got room at the 30. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Try to run for it with Jacobs. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Now they send a man in motion right. They go with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Brady now on 1st down. eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. There's Evans again, complete. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Bucs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think. Go for 2, tie it up, go into the locker room. What do you...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Rocky Sin. He's at the 50, the 30, 10,
Thanks for the 2 points.
5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Throw it to the zone instead of the receiver.
Davis picks it. And it's a pick six.
Receiver's wide open, he runs to the zone.
Back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he gets it up past the 35.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Carr completes it.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On second down, Jacobs. Man, he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
Yes.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Carr now on 1st down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Flush to his right.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Carr will try it again on 2nd down.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, Carr.
And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
He's got the lead, and
there
this
he
game.
goes. He's at the
Thanks for the
50.
extra 2 points. I needed that.
He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
On 1st down, Carr. Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught by Hollister. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
16 more on that one and another 1st down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Jacobs going to try the middle.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Carr. Flush to his right.
That's BS.
Bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Logan Ryan.
And the Bucs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Chris Godwin, 70 yards. And the Buccaneers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded right around the 8.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Jamel Dean, and the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On first down, Brady.
That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. Touchdown! Chris Godwin.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Buccaneers tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter.
Oh, this is blocked. It's picked up a live ball here, remember. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, there's been a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things through this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they make.
And he can't get away. Carr is going to go down, and that is a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
Well, they're just kind of just snowballed in a nutshell. Had them, and then they just started scripting animations. Nothing you can do about that. Alright, so pretty much what I'm saying is take things that you're good at and confine around it a little bit. Like, for instance, I do like a lot of match coverage. Obviously, he didn't play, a lot of the formations I normally see, so I was coming in thinking that I could get him in a trips formation or something and kind of, be creative with a match zone for it. Like there's a blitz that I'm working on that's going to keep the match coverages that I like in cover 6 and quarters, but still be in a cover 3, so I'm not getting hit with, anything over the top. Hopefully I can get a game against somebody that's actually going to use those meta trips formations. I can kind of show you guys. Now offense, I want to kind of, first half you just want to kind of keep it honest. And then once you got them pretty much, you know, out of what they want to do or whatever formation that they like using a lot, once you get them out of that, then you can open your playbook up. The thing is, you know, you really just got to kind of be patient, because not necessarily are they always going to get out of what they're doing. You know, some people are just arrogant or whatever, and they're just going to stay in the shit regardless. Yeah.
The NFL is on EA Sports and
that was just my warm-up game, bro.
Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams that met back in Super Bowl 37 in San Diego. The Bucs and Raiders are underway. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Brady. And Brady, the tight end's got it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Opting to run again here with White. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Brady gives this to White. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Brady. Open man has got one. It's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin, 39 yards. And the Buccaneers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Buying time to his left. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
Got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On play action, it's Carr. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Mac Hollins, 59 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he'll wind up short of the goal line. So they will not be able to get this back within a score as this remains a 10-point differential. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy intercept.
He's got it at the 15. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams, 65 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Carr will look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it And that'll fall incomplete. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Here's Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Brady.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Brady now to throw.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Carr. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Devin White in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Carr. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Carr going to go on 4th down. A contested ball here, and it's going to be caught.
And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
On play action, now Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Raiders have taken the lead. Josh McDaniels, he's got faith in his offense, and he's going to have them go for 2.
Now they send a man in motion right. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he'll get into the end zone, so that pushes the lead up to 4. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Brady. The left side completion to Jones. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Brady to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Brady now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. Evans has it left side. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver, got forced out to his right, had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back, unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Slot man moves right. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to have the Bucs 1st down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. On the move to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Now Brady again. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone.
I told you the last game was a warm-up game.
Mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
But how about that for an exciting end to the half? I mean, instead of surrendering a late field goal at the gun, they run back the block kick to extend their lead.
What's that old expression? Fortune favors the bold. They boldly went after it, got it. Worked out pretty darn well for them.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs, but he will not get the 2 points. He stopped up short, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He'll hit his running back, Amir Abdullah. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. Carr now to throw. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house from Buccaneer TD. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime.
Yeah, I hit the right button. It just didn't register. It hit the wrong button.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I
don't know.
liked their attempt.
I think I didn't throw that route.
Return for a touchdown. I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now Carr to try again after the pick six. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the 27, Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run here. Abdullah. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Adams the man in motion right.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Carr's throw taken in by Adams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Carr finding his former college teammate Adams there for the Raider first. Adams the man in motion right. Flushed out right. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's Jacobs. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Adams the man in motion right. One more time with Jacobs. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders will add to their 4th quarter lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw is Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. The guy's man complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. 60 yards. And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And he'll get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Adams the man in motion right. Carr now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll
wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. The center receiver in motion to the right. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. This defense
You're not
right
playing
now,
gap assignment football,
right?
you're
Another
spamming
touchdown, it's over.
defenses.
They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing.
You got too many guys in the same gap, bro.
First guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football.
And look at this. They get the
That's
turnover
what
they
it
needed.
is.
It's
You got too many guys in the
intercepted.
same gap, and they touch each other, they do that.
Jr. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Finds White,
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
To throw is Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Back to throw, Brady. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Rocky Sin.
And the Raiders have just about sewn up this football game.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. To throw is Carr. Flush to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their...
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Carr to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Escaping the pressure right, and he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. One final try now for Carr. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he make the diving catch.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point.
That was actually a seam beater.
That's right,
He had a cover 3.
One more element to complete the victory.
You was in a cover 3. That was a cover 3 beater.
No time on the clock. This to claim victory. And he has got it. And a borrow of
I like putting myself in those situations, Blake. That's why I didn't mind. I was like, I still got time. Got to keep it interesting, right? That was a beautiful beater, though. Like, I had to wait on it. It was really just timing. I knew he had that 3rd and 3rd. All I had to do was beat the seam and time it. Because if you don't throw it at the right time, you throw the pick. You wait on it. Look at that timing. Like, you can't. As soon as he cuts, we're making the throw. That's an anticipatory throw right there. On 4 guys, like, we didn't care. I was going, like, knew he was in cover 3. I was going to try to hit Waller, but he was user in that. And I was like, nah, I'm not going to do that. Let me go to my mans over here. He's deep. As a diet. Love that crosser versus cover 3. Good game, though. That was a beautiful throw. I made plenty of them. We make a lot of picks, but we compensate for it. If the game's still within reach, we can make it a game. And then my cat jumped on me and distracted me, bro. Fat! Kitty! Where you at, Fat? Just jumped on me and distracted me, buddy. What do you want?
EA
Say
Sports
hello to
coverage
everybody.
of the National Football League is on the
Yeah,
air.
he's sleeping.
Today we're set for a good AFC matchup between the
Wants to
Buffalo
lay
Bills
down.
and the Las Vegas Raiders.
That's belly rubs. Alright. Let me go let you down. Don't distract me like that again. Especially on a clutch drive, I need to be fully focused.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just
when they
across
have
the
their
30.
best
Pretty
play, they
nice
throw
work on the
kickoff
return.
returns. Gets those free extra hits. I don't know why everybody thinks gun tight is the formation made.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen rolling to his right. Flushed out right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And now they'll throw with Allen.
Good deal.
Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jayon Brown. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Adams, the man in motion right. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's White. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give them 12 yards that time in a Las Vegas first. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads, and able to come back and find him in open space. That's a really nice play.
From midfield, here's Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And that is caught. Touchdown.
Stop playing man. Oh, man. I see man coverage, bro. You know where we're going. You know where we're going. Touchdown! Don't play that shit on me, bro. I ain't the one. I have a very high completion percentage versus man coverage. Very high. Cat over there going Captain Insano, you know. What up, dude? You know, it's crazy if they give the Raiders a decent roster update tomorrow.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football
I might just
League
be
is on
unstoppable.
the air. Coming what should prove to be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Las Vegas Raiders.
And off we go from Las Vegas. Taken in at the 3.
Good shit, Mary.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8.
What up, Abdul? You need him?
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
They'll go option to the short side.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Now Mariota.
Shit.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
On 3rd down, Mariota eluding the pressure right. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 27, Mariota. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Working out of the gun, Mariota.
That's it, Max.
Incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. With a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
4th down, Mariota. Got his man, it's London.
And out of bounds right around the 20.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on 1st down.
Oh, that was fake.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson taking it in from the 20.
And the Falcons post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
And oh, it's blocked. Oh, the Raiders have it. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
That is a play that you just do not see very often, maybe a couple times a year.
Don't you clock against me, bro.
Turn for 2.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run.
They get ball at halftime.
Oftentimes, he's going to bounce off his hands or chest and head the other direction.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Come on, Matt. Come on, Matt.
Intercepted.
That shit's so fake.
A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons force the turnover. And they'll
They
take
even
over
gave me a
at
slow
the
throw
10.
animation when
I think this will run a ride very
Like,
simply
come on.
because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 17, Mariota.
Got
This complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota.
His
throw incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And the tight end goes in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man there is Patterson, complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Again, it's Mariota. Flush to his right. Another completion right back to Patterson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. The offense has to love that, because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing. And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up. A first down throw for Mariota. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Falcons go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter. Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On play action, it's Carr. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So the late touchdown there, and that certainly changes things as we move toward halftime. Yeah, and there's a potential for things to change even more because, remember, they get the ball first to start the third quarter. So there's a potential double up here and take the lead. Great opportunity for them. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the Raiders have got him. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. They'll send the tight end in motion left. After the sack on first down, Mariota. He's got a man complete. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Final play of the half here, Mariota. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. So out of the locker rooms, here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, Abdullah. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
A second down run for Abdullah. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Adams, the man in motion right. On third down, Abdullah. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On second down, Jacobs. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he comes back with one complete.
And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now they send a man in motion right. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now receiver in motion left.
Jacobs again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Carr now on third and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Raiders have taken a fourth quarter lead.
And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here. Now they send a man in motion right. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Algier will try to pick it up.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
first and 10. Here's Mariota. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 35 on second down. Mariota over the middle, complete. That's Bird. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Mariota. And his pass incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Adams, the man in motion right. Carr to throw. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
How about that one, man?
Force the turnover, and they'll take
All
over
wide
at the
open.
10. My,
Now
how
I'm
the tables
gonna
have
throw
turned
that.
now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception potentially a game
I think you need
changer.
that back.
I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Here's Mariota. He'll buy some time right. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now Mariota. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. But that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. To throw, Mariota. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
Good shit, Furl.
They stole out. It's intercepted. And the Raiders defenders have just about so.
Tell you, man, all about matching personnel, playing the right defense, not spamming. You'd be surprised when you get those defensive end picks. So you got to be careful. Like match, you're not going to necessarily just beat the seams on match. Like stock cover 3, yeah. But when that match defense is there and you got that seam flat zone there and nothing threatens the flat, bro, you just gonna disrupt. You're either gonna get a nice zone chuck or you're gonna get a big play like that. So it was a nice, like I said, a nice little win streak that we're getting. Like I said, I've been using the cover 3 more. It's just make sure that inside third is on the strength of the formation. Sometimes if you're running a cover 3, you have to use the outside third on the weak side, or you will have to use the seam flat, either or. If you use the seam flat, you will have to put a zone over there to defend the flat because you're not necessarily going to be covering that flat. You'll just be playing the seam to anything crossing. So sometimes you might have to make an adjustment whether you man up whoever's threatening the flat or something with one of the other 2 defenders that are close. Just trying to see what else. I like that cover 6 in dime, like when they go gun empty. Just remember when you're running cover 6, there's rules with cover 6. You can either run it to the strength of the formation or to the strength of the field, depending on concepts that are being used against you. So like if they got trips to the weak side of the field, the side that are on hashing, that you got to play boundary defense to that. So in that case, I would run the cloud and deep half on that side, and then have the match quarter curl flat, quarter flat on the other side in case they cross. If they have trips on one side, which is the field side, and then they just have, the 2 routes on the other side, then you'll match the quarter flat with the trip side of the defense on the field side. So it's just something that you have to kind of understand. Like the more you run it, the better you'll understand it. It's easier to just be like, man, just go out there and get your feet wet trying to understand how to run cover 6. But every now and then I'll throw it in there. And when I run those cover 6s or those match zones, I will D-line user because I know that I'm going to have everyone in the correct position. I know my defense is going to play like it's supposed to. I won't run a lot of match versus bunch sets. If you run match versus bunch sets, then you need to rethink your priorities. Notice I will not, I'll run like a cover 1 robber or something. I might do that, but I'm not running like straight match versus bunch sets. You run match versus bunch sets and you saying you bagging shit, bro, you not bagging shit, because you match up with me and you run that bullshit, you run match coverage against me, I'm going to bring my bunch offense out and you're not going to like playing me. There's just so many people that just spam one defense over and over. Like, open your playbook up. There's more things in there that can defend things. You ain't got to make like a super shitload of adjustments. Just be a good play caller. You're a good play caller. You don't have to overcompensate with adjustments. You don't have to overthink things. It's less stressful. You don't have to worry about what they can do because you're worried about the check down routes all the time. Like if you play a lot of man coverage, you have to worry about the check downs and stuff. So you have to overcompensate with your user's adjustments. And sometimes, without the experience and you come out playing those man blitz defenses with the user adjustments, you're going to be bound to give up a play here or there, Whereas if you just play match zones, you don't have to worry about it. Just the only thing is you have to understand the principles.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he gets forward out the middle, but only for a couple. That'll be 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 2nd down, here's Mostert again. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Tua now on first down. Out route to Hill, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On first down, they go with Mostert again.
Very boring offense.
It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's been the beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And some room to roam now. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
You know you just lost the game doing
Jason
that, right?
Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 22. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 35.
Home defense.
Touchdown Raiders. Devontae Adams. 71 yards.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, he stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Tua sets up to pass it. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
He's going to float this one deep right side.
And this is going to be dropped.
He sucks. I'll holler at you. Tua can't throw bombs like that, bro. Crosby hitting him, bro. That throw under pressure gonna fuck him up. He was out of there so fast. It's time to it's getting late, fellas. Appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Like I said, I'm trying to get better with my play calling on both sides of the ball. Defense has actually been pretty good for me lately. You know, I just kind of decided to go with the dime versus gun empty sets. It just matches up better. I've been running like a lot of cover 3 from like my nickel, like normal sets, double leg out, nickel. Just running the cover 3 blitzes as my stock for run defense. And then just kind of work with it from there. Unless I just know for a fact that I'm not able to get anything through, then, you know, then I'll play like cover 6 and quarters and shit. But other than that, just kind of keep it simple. You're going to have to use your corners. Bring them into the box sometimes. I know you don't want to get them engaged with nobody, but you're going to have to be able to create traffic sometimes. But remember, everything you do is gap assignment, so you don't want to be too close to somebody. You don't want to get 2 guys in the same gap. But other than that, man, like I said, appreciate y'all tuning in. Had us a nice little, had one little rough loss early, but we got our revenge game on the next game, and then we won everything else after. So, like I said, appreciate y'all tuning in, man. See y'all tomorrow.